Good evening. Hello and welcome along to part 5 of the cross-country adventure across Canada. And the last leg of the travel that takes us from Toronto to Quebec City. Let's see. Once more, I have started this live stream without looking at or without having the stats open. Now let's see. Scroll. We are looking at 117 kilometers in this last round of the rally. 2 legs, 6 stages in leg 1 and 8 stages in leg 2. So 14 stages all in all then at the end of the championship, and with all without pacenotes. So I did crash out on leg 1, I think, of the last rally. I do want to do better this time. I do want to drive all the stages this time. And I think if I get to drive all the stages, then there is a big possibility of actually scoring points. Because at this point we have 36, well, and then a couple of drivers further down, so let's say 45 drivers then who has driven all the stages of the rally. And a few of them have been driving 4-wheel drive cars, so they will be removed from the result at the end. So yeah, let's see, and I need to go for the Volvo gravel, and I'll go with the gravel setup, because the leg is consisting of gravel and asphalt, so it is that way. It is always more beneficial to have gravel tires on the car, because some of those gravel stages might be longer than the asphalt stages. So we start with Mosport Park. Spectator stage, junction, etc. are well marked, but there are many of them. Competitors are advised to recce the stage. Yeah, I haven't recce'd the stage, but I have driven it a fair number of times, so let's just jump into it.
Three, 2, 1, go. And
I hope I'll fare better than I did with the kit cars in WRC yesterday. Another important thing with this stage is to try to not completely ruin the rear tires. Given that I am driving with gravel tires on asphalt, with a car that is very easy to spin the rear tires with. Yeah, I'm already down 2%. I've driven 1 kilometer of the first stage. And I know that Daniel Monteiro and David Nativo will be driving in half an hour or so. So it would be nice to put in some good stage times for them to try to reach for. Daniel, who had Edvin Haugerud as co-driver for the last round of the championship. A rally that went very well for them. I do have to say though, I'm not really that much in rally mood today either. But it is the last day of where it is possible to drive this rally, so so I need to get it done today. One way or another. Early. I'll try to not do what Kev did around this corner. He hit the signpost on the inside there head on, which cracked the radiator of his little Renault Clio. Hi Daniel. Yep, last one indeed. Hi Mobod. Setup as in like wheel and pedals and such. I'm using Logitech G, the PlayStation version 920, I think. Or is it that might be the G29. I always mix up the number of the Xbox and the PlayStation version of essentially the same steering wheel. I have a Fanatec set of pedals. I don't remember the name of them from the top of my head. Yeah, I fully understand that, Daniel. Because this is the only stage of leg 1 that is known from the itinerary. We'll join your live stream when I'm through. Not brave enough through that one. And And I'm too brave on the brakes for that. For next junction. Wow. The tire wear on the rear tires are exceptional in this car.
Alright, get her to the control.
It just dawned upon me on round 5 that my co-driver is actually Canadian. Because Jen Horsey is from Canada. And she's not allowed to say anything. Yeah, well, not too bad of a start. Could again have been a lot better, but yeah, we're through without any damage to the car. But we've burnt up quite a lot. Burnt up quite a lot of the rear tires on that stage. Now where is Viesters is in there. Jan up here with a good run then. I guess that Kev is behind me then. Yeah, of course he had the he hit the sign, so he cracked the radiator on the just about halfway through the stage. Yep. Yep, see you later, Daniel. As we are moving into Old Hastings. What do the safety notes say about Old Hastings? Junctions are marked. Watch for signage. At 3.4 kilometers is junction right. 5.8 kilometers junction left. 8.9 kilometers deceptive junction, go straight. And there's a warning, tightening turn at the finish. So yeah, that is what we have to look forward to now. Let's see, regarding the pedals. Let's see, search for that. My Fanatec order. I've got the CSL Elite pedals V2. I wanted to see Elite 2, so Elite V2 and wasn't that far away actually. Great. Okay, so Old Hastings then. which is another fast finish road.
Three, two, one, go.
Hi, tractor. Thanks. I'm trying to enjoy it as best as I can. Come to think of it, leg 1 has the longest distance, but the fewest stages. So we're averaging out about 10 kilometers per stage in leg 1. Sudden asphalt in the middle of nowhere. Is this stage made by the same guy who made that newest, the newest Finnish snow stage? Kind of get the same kind of vibes out of the highlighted driving line. This is the Deceptive Junction. Yep.
Okay, take it to the control.
Yeah, pretty happy with that. First time through that stage with the Volvo. 47th overall. I'm just happy with that. Just behind the fellow Volvo. Well, I was really just behind too. It's 2,000 to 2/100ths of a second. Jake 5 seconds faster. Jan just up ahead there as well. That's a good time. Ah, yeah, and there are some people who will go with asphalt setup. Or if they're going with asphalt tires too, that will make for an interesting stage. Now, where is Kev in this one? Kringel in the Trabant, Nicolas in the Trabant. Kev overshot the junction, or yeah, struggle with the junction. Fifth overall and 18th in class. There's a little stack of Volvos then with Badger, Gwendo, Ersin Saturn 9 and me. And only 7 seconds from me down to Dr. No Feel Good in the next Volvo behind me too. That's cool. So Iron Bridge. I'll throw the sweater and then we'll have a look at the safety notes. Right. Iron Bridge at 0.9 kilometers, unseen right left turn after crest. 1.9 kilometers, unseen left turn over crest. 3.5, there is a deceptive right turn, and at 4.5, unseen left turn after crest. Right. Oh, and it's the reversed version too. I've driven it this direction a couple of times, but
3,
driven it
2,
more the other way.
1, go.
That was down another percent on the rear tires. do feel that most of the turns on this stage is, or most of the corners on this stage are pretty blind anyway. You can't really see where you're going before you're in the middle of the corner.
Okay, take it to the control.
That was faster than I've been in the escort. Nice. Faster than a four-wheel drive car. Ooh, 26th fastest on the stage. I didn't feel like that was that fast. Eleventh fastest in class on that one, and it lifts me up to 32nd overall, up to 13th in class. So that's 5 positions gained then. Nice. Well, I say 13, but there are three cars with four-wheel drive ahead of me, so they will. So it's a top 10 then currently. There's a bunch of BMWs up ahead. Best Volvo is Bad Germ in 9th. And then Bad Germ is 10 seconds ahead of me. And then Ersin Saturn 9 is 2 seconds ahead of me as the second best Volvo. And I've only got 7 seconds down to Dr. No Feel Good behind me too in another Volvo. Ooh. Oh. But the rear tires are gonna love this one. 13.6 kilometers of gravel, of throwing around with gravel. So let's see what the safety notes for this stage is telling us. Is it EGAN? Again 101? Well, watch for caution tape / fencing and junction markers. Last sector of the stage contains I can't read either. Last sector of the stage contains many narrow bridges. Use caution. So 7 kilometers junction left, 8.6 it's junction right, 9.8 kilometers junction left, and at 12.5 kilometers a junction right. So that is what we can look forward to for the next 13 kilometers. Hi Richard, hi Hugo, welcome along. Yeah, watch Kev. Did Kev make it all the way to the end? Well, because I had to go a couple of stages into leg 2 for him.
Three, 2, 1, go.
Rear tires at 92 and 91% as we start the stage. I do like this stage though, because it's a mashup of parts of all the original UK stages. Just with some new textures and more roadside stuff. Yeah, it is a bit like the long stages in WRC. I think we'll get increasingly more sideways as we have to do 2 more stages on the same set of tires after this. Well, the brakes are squeaky. It is a Volvo after all. I think Volvo they were the guys who invented squeaking brakes. full. Is this where the... yeah, this is where the log piles are on the outside. Crashed into them a couple of times. Yeah, the squeaky brakes are a safety measure. Because the engines of the Volvo is so quiet when you're off the throttle, so it's for pedestrians to hear that you're coming up. Oh. Down into neutral. Two-thirds of the stage is done. Yeah, the guys at the very top of the leaderboards, they are, well, insane. Saved it. Yeah, they're finished too. That's true. Just being finished knocks off, 5 seconds per kilometer. I've been told that there is some Finns quite a distance back in my lineage too, but That's like several hundred years ago. So I'm not Finnish enough. But one of the really top guys that it's possible to watch is Janne Lahanen. I don't remember what car he's. Oh, he's driving the Skoda Favorit, is he? In this championship. Live streams on Twitch, but put the recording of that on YouTube afterwards. His driving is also usually quite spectacular to watch.
Oof, made it.
Even though his facial expressions doesn't really show anything wrong going on, despite how sideways or whatever he's attacking. And then we had Richard Burns and Robert Reed in my driving suit at the end of the stage there. 34th fastest on the stage, and again quite close to Dr. No Feel Good. On the surface level finish, yeah. Yeah, Jen is... I guess I'm not paying her enough. So I'm only paying her enough for for the countdown before the stage, and then some sarcastic comment as I cross the finish line. Oh, did beat Badger by 9 seconds, so he was ahead of me, so I should have caught up a little bit then. Interesting. And again, 12 seconds ahead of Viesturs. And this is where Kev had Kev's keyboard couldn't keep up with what he was driving or what he was typing after the finish line. But yeah, let's see. I did a 9:32. The fastest guys is about a minute ahead. No, Janne is actually the fastest one. 8:55. Yeah, and Janne is of course the co-driver. One of the most frequent used co-drivers. That's 7 seconds. I mean, it's nice to see the front-wheel drive cars being up ahead. Being up ahead of the... well, one thing is the four-wheel drive cars, but you have like the BMWs who are a lot more powerful. But of course, if we keep going sideways with all the power in the rear-wheel drive cars, then yeah. There's Jake, 9:25. I had 9:35, 32. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's I do recommend having a look at some of the live streams of Janne, because there is a tip or two to learn there in car control. 12th fastest in class in there. Since Saturn 9 was 30 seconds faster in the Volvo. So he's the fastest Volvo on this stage. This put me up to 25th overall. I am just ahead of Bad Germ then by half a second. And Ersin Saturn 9 is the one who is the fastest Volvo at the moment. So it's the three of us here, and we've lost a few. No, not lost. Dr. No Feel Good, well, he's 10 seconds behind, so that's pretty close actually between the next guys here. Only 10 seconds behind the Dr. No Feel Good, so we're not that far apart. Nothing to repair, and then it's Sign Road. Sin Road? Sign Road. Yeah, I think it's Sign. 13.9 kilometers of asphalt. So let's see. At 3.2 kilometers is a chicane left. 4.2 kilometers junction left. 6 kilometers chicane left entry. 6.3 kilometers chicane right. 6.8 junction right, 9.1 junction right, and 13.7 junction left. And now we're onto asphalt with our worn out with our worn out gravel tires. This it could go anywhere. So a quick sip of something to drink, and then we'll head off. Hi, Fred. Yeah, the WRC is rather different to drive compared to this, compared to RBR.
Three, two, one, go.
87% on the rear tires now. That long ago that I drove this stage in a different rally. It feels like driving through porridge. Yeah, I can see what you mean. Things feel a bit more sluggish in that game. Can still be fun with the front wheel drive and the 4-wheel drive cars. Let's see, that one got stuck over the chat window. There we go. Not that I should look at the chat window while driving anyway, but you know, I do get curious. Yeah. I got to do one stage after this one too. And that is another stage around 10 kilometers, so might be a lot of sideways action on that last stage of the leg. There's the first junction. No, chicane. Like a bale chicane. I like chicanes like that a bit more, where there is a little bit of room for error. Oh, there is a clip of me in one of the RBR compilations through here with the Escort Mark II, putting the left rear wheel in the ditch going through the corner, looking really spectacular. Now we're getting into the territory where I'm a lot more unfamiliar. I've driven the start of this stage a number of times, but I have driven this end of the stage a few number of times too, but I don't remember this part as good, as well. This is a scary stage in many ways, given the very fast nature of it. That's 2/3 of the stage done. Oh yeah, I do like the stage too. It serves as a good wake-up call to how fantastically slow I am compared to the ones who really know what they're doing. That was the guy with the deck chair on the top of the log pile, which means that there's a tightening corner coming up here. I was thinking the last stage is asphalt and over 10 kilometers is the last stage semi-tin. If so, I'm gonna cry.
Alright, get her to the control.
I struggle big time with 17 as is, with asphalt setup and proper tires. With completely shredded gravel tires, that would be a challenge in that case. 23rd overall on this stage, so just ahead of Jake. 3 seconds ahead of Jake. Kev was just behind me there too by a second. But I lost a bit to my Volvo compatriots. No comment indeed, yeah. Hi Ole. Oh yeah, YouTube wanted you to watch everything from the start. Yeah. So I did 7:44, 6 minutes 48, 19 seconds clear of anybody else. And he was driving safe. Huh. My scheduled stream for tomorrow, yeah. Oh. I've struggled with the keyboard again then. Yeah. I'll fix that later. (22nd) in the overall classification and just 4 seconds behind Telk. So I am ahead of Dr. No Feel Good still for the Volvo fight, but that's down to 6 seconds now. But I'm now also 10 seconds behind Ersin Saturn 9. Half a minute behind Jake. And Tractor. That is starting to become a bit of a gap to the drivers, or between the drivers up ahead. Yeah, so currently still second fastest Volvo. I'll take that. But we did have another Volvo after the previous stage who's not with us or around us in the leaderboard currently. Visitors in 41st position. 10th position in class. There we have it. Okay. Well, we're at least driving a Canadian stage then at the end of leg 1. Lappi ahead of Latvala. Yeah. So how do you pronounce this? Paugendam? 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 Well, let's see. Sections of the stage have very steep shoulders and no guardrails. Use caution. Yep, and at 0.4 kilometers left turn after blind crest, and at 7.2 kilometers there is a Ford Fiesta. That was everything that was written about this stage. Yep, you use caution. Last stage of the leg before we can get some fresh new tires for leg 2. Yep, so about to jump in. Hi Kev. It is going pretty well so far. Haven't really had any big problems. Had an overshoot in a junction. That's pretty much the most scary thing that has happened so far in the rally. Yeah, better than WRC from yesterday. Yeah. The WRC event yesterday, that was that went south rather quickly. Backing into a pile of poop would have been better than my rally yesterday.
3, 2, 1, go.
Well, this is a stage I haven't driven in a long time. And it's not a bad stage, but you can tell that it was made before, like the what's it called, the Gaviria Legazpi and the likes, before they really pushed the bar even further, set the bar even further, or set the bar higher maybe. Yeah, you did win the rally at the end then, yeah. I would put you, put us quite close together on the ranking of the after the 3 rallies then. Yeah, I agree, Kev. Those Corsican stages were, they have never been kind to me. Slight touch. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was the previous championship where you did there. That was where you had the no scores. Keep mixing stuff up even more than usual. How did your rally go, by the way, Kev? Did you manage to get through all of it? You were looking quite... looked like you were in a good position when I had to leave you. Oh, here's the Ford. Eighth in class 25 overall. That's good. That's well done. Ooh, I think Daniel has started to drive. Daniel Montero has started to drive as well now. So I will need to jump in and see how he's doing after I'm done with driving myself.
Okay, take it to the control.
There we go. That's the end of leg one. Kurstika, yeah. Kurstika. 58th on stage 1 for Daniel. Okay. That is not too far away from where I was, I think. Yeah, exactly 1.8 seconds ahead of me. But I guess with a lot less wear to the rear tires. So 32nd fastest overall on this stage, the last stage of the leg. Half a second of Dr. No Feel Good. Now how close is this? Okay, with a really good time in this one, 6:29. That's good. That is very good. Jake with a very good time in there too. .601 with the Peugeot 106. 15 seconds ahead of Telk. Well, some people are just insane. Yeah, I lost 11 seconds there since Saturn 9 on this stage. But 25th overall, 9th position in class, which is well currently 6th then when we remove the 4-wheel drive cars. pretty happy with that. And then of course we have, what was it, 6 stages? So, no, 8 stages. And I think, oh, no, there it comes. Hello. Could hear something hit the floor, and it was the big chunky cat. Hello. Yeah, 8 stages in leg 2, 53 kilometers worth of driving. And finally a new set of tires, which is good. Then we start with Montpellier, 4.8 kilometers. This is a stage, judging by the stage map, it is a stage that I should know pretty well. And there is a safety note for this stage. It's 1.7 kilometers is a junction right. So yeah, let's just dive into it then.
Three, two, one, go.
Well, there are more junctions than that, isn't it? This is technically a junction. And this is a junction. The narrow bridges, of course, could also have been worth a mention. Yeah, even you know this stage. One of my boxes up on the second floor, I have a set of pacenotes that Joachim and I wrote for this stage back in 2005, I think. A bit too eager in that one.
Alright, get her to the control.
Whew. I really enjoy this stage. It's such a fun stage to drive. "20-second fastest on this one. Half a second behind Janne. And Telk. No, I had 57. Oh, the 10 seconds behind Oscar, who is the fastest one on the stage. Nice, 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 nice. Ah, Jonathan is in there too. With a good time. Oh, lost the drive shaft in the last corner. Yeah. Kev 4 seconds behind. That's me fastest Volvo on the stage then. Finally. 6 seconds ahead of Dr. No Feel Good. But oh, Earth and Saturn 9309, so that's 12 seconds. Oh, bad germ with asphalt dry. Could be the wrong choice indeed. Yep, 22nd position overall. 8th in class. 8 seconds behind Ersin Saturn 9. 13 ahead of Dr. No Feel Good. And then we get Saint Emile, which is another stage that I know, judging by the preview picture. Saint Emile, 0.2 kilometers junction left after blind crest. 3.2 kilometers left turn after blind crest. At 4.2 kilometer left turn over blind crest. And a warning sharp right turn after yellow finish boards. Yeah, that's the hairpin coming into the final corner, the final portion of the stage. Oh, I like this one too.
3,
Driven this
2,
one a lot.
1, go. 250.
So cool with all the puddles of water on the road there too.
Oof, made it.
That also felt pretty good. Quite fitting with the Rally Finland Sierra. That's the loading picture there. Two seconds, 1.5 second ahead of Kev. 3 seconds ahead of Badger. Yeah, Oscar 2:31. Oh, but I made up another 4 seconds on those in Saturn 9. So the gap is closing in again in the fight for being the fastest Volvo. Where is... Kringle is still in there. Jake missed the first corner. Okay. Tractor also did miss the first corner. Now where is Viester? Has Viesters retired? Yes, he has. Couldn't get the car moving. Yeah, okay. And Jonathan is out too on this stage. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, those things do happen from time to time. And again, it is rather tight in the overall here. I mean, it's 9 seconds from me up to Sump in 17th. Whereas Kev in the overall is a minute, what is it, 1:19 then behind me after this one. And I'm 4.5 seconds behind. There's in Saturn 9 now. Cool. Roadside service, nothing to repair. And then it's Elmit Chevroil. Chevroil. Yeah, something along those lines. This has one note to it. It's a warning, sharp left turn after finish. Yeah. 9.6 kilometers of gravel, of Australian gravel. And it's another stage that I know quite well. So that's good. So, quick sip of something to drink and then we'll head off into this one. Stage 9 out of 14. East-West 2.
Three, two, one, go.
I still haven't used as much rear tires in leg 2 as I did in the first stage of leg 1. Now this is a fun stage to drive. But also quite easy to do stuff like that, and easy to throw away a lot of time by going sideways, by going overly sideways. Maybe a bit too hot. Saved it. That hit to the bank is the first damage that I've actually picked up through the rally so far.
Alright, get her to the control.
It is a bit of a scary place to have a flying finish. Especially with that sharp corner coming just behind it. But we made it through. And used quite a bit of rear tires to get through there too, with how many hairpins or slow corners with lots of acceleration coming out of it afterwards. 19th fastest overall on that stage, so that is pretty good. .647, so half a minute behind the fastest one, but still pretty decent. Hold on. Looks like I am the fastest Volvo on this one. Ooh, 2/10 behind Kev. Almost 2/10 behind, yeah. Nice. Jan had a small off. Yeah, I am the fastest Volvo by 3 seconds. Almost 4. That is... We're really close then after this stage. There's in Saturn 9 and me. Tractor is only 5 seconds behind, but that's 12 positions. I do like how tight it is on some of these stages. No feel good with 7:39, so he dropped 20 seconds to me on this one. Well, third fastest of the cars that count for points on the stage in the class, so that's pretty good. Up to 18th position overall then. 0.8 of a second behind there's in Saturn 9. 3 seconds ahead of the tractor. But where is Jake? Jake has lost almost 2 minutes on the stage. Oops. So I'm in 5th in class then. .8 of a second behind Earth in Saturn 9, but also 6 seconds behind Spellweaver. We are 4 drivers in the class then that are pretty close together. We're all within 12 seconds. Nice. Mont Tremblant. Jake Super Rally at some point. Oh, well, yeah, it could have been the previous stage, given how much he lost. But at the same time, that was a pretty long stage, so I would guess the Super Rally time would have been a lot longer. Mont Tremblant, let's see. 0.3 kilometers, junction right, 2 kilometers, blind hairpin right, 4.3, keep right at junction over crest, 4.9, unseen tightening left turn, 6.3 kilometers, unseen right hairpin after crest, 6.6 kilometers, caution narrow section, and 7 kilometers, unseen left hairpin. And this is one of the stages that has some wonky notes, wonky pace notes by default. But I think this is the one think this is the stage where none of the hairpins are called hairpin. Or are called at all. Yeah, it's not a racetrack. It should be some of the service roads around it, I suppose. Would have been the service park at the racetrack then. After the
3,
stage.
2, 1, go.
I have driven this stage a few times as well, but I don't remember it that well. But it is a nice stage. I really do like it. Ah, right, yeah. The actual mountain. With the proper ski resort and everything, yeah. I can imagine that is part of why that rich guy bought the track. And everything around it, so I suppose that he can have some cheap access to the ski resort. And cheap accommodation nearby. Or that might be the way he sold the idea to his wife. come to think of it, this might be the stage with the existential crisis towards the end. Where we have that out-of-body experience. Yes, it is. Because there is my driver figure with the red and yellow suit and the helmet.
Okay, take it to the control.
Oof. Or a couple of corners there where I was way too late on the brakes. I managed to throw the car out sideways and get through anyway. Lost a bit of time to both Spellweaver and Dr. No feel good on this stage. Yeah, 5 seconds, 4 and 5 seconds. That's not too bad. Canada love its wintry regions with space for ski resorts. Yep, we do have those in Norway too. Yeah, if I buy the racetrack, we have more of a reason to go there. Yep. Yeah, 32nd overall on the stage. Again, 8 seconds behind Janne. Ursin Saturn 9 with a very good time. 45.2. So he's 12 seconds ahead of me on this one. So suddenly it's not that close after all. Tractor is in there too with a good time, and Jake is still also in with a good time. Kev with an even better time. That is really good, 6:38. That's 20 seconds. Ahead of me in this one. And Sun with a 5:57. He's 14.5 seconds ahead of anybody else, but he retired on stage 1 on leg 1, so he was gonna go with nothing to lose on this leg. And of course, if it is a stage he knows quite well, it is one of his kind of local stages then, because he's from the same country. Yeah, of course, and some might have gone with asphalt tires and setup. That's true. Eleventh in class on the stage. Third fastest Volvo. puts me into 19th position overall and 7th in class. Well, 5th when we take away the Subarus. So yeah, 10 seconds behind Spellweaver, 13 behind Ursin Saturn 9, and only 5 seconds ahead of Marco. Yeah, not quite the stage for the Volvo, I do agree with that. It is a bit tight and twisty. Well, I can get the bodywork repaired for Trois Rivières. And again, not the racetrack. Let's see, 1.8 kilometers chicane left entry, 2.1 kilometers chicane right entry, 2.3 kilometers junction left, 3.7 kilometers caution dangerous jump keep left, and at 4.3 kilometers another junction left. I'll need the race circuit or the rallycross circuit. And I can see the end of the stages.
Three, two, one, go.
Yeah, it is a street circuit, so in that sense we're not that far off. I've done a couple of races at that track in R Factor 1. Remember it being a fun circuit to drive.
Alright, get her to the control.
That is a nice stage to drive. That was actually faster than the Rally 2 car on the first sector. Huh. That's a Rally 2 car on asphalt setup. Yeah, a run to find the parking spot nearest to the track. Yep. Rd4 is a party town. Okay. Well, 1.5 seconds ahead of us in Saturn 9 in this one. Oh, 2 seconds behind Kev. 3 seconds behind Tractor. Jake with a very good time. Volvo OP, well, it is still quite tight between Spellweaver, me and Marco. I mean, it's only 12 seconds up to Ursa and Saturn 9 too, but you know, it's a bit more of a stretch. So what is this one called? Rivière à Pierre. Okay. 1.4 kilometers unseen left turn after long crest and 4.1 kilometer keep right.
Three, two, one, go. And one.
Oh. Yeah. Instinctively try to put in the next gear. You could hear on the engine note too that it was a little bit of a hesitation moment as I clicked the shifter. Well, after all, I drove the Renault Megane kit car yesterday in WRC, and that car has 7 gears.
Okay, take it to the control.
Yeah, the Volvo thingy in the Request has 6 gears. And the Volvos that are used in the national classes in the Norwegian Rally Championship is also, but they also have 6-speed gearboxes. But they also have naturally aspirated engines, so still not quite the same as what we have in the game. So 2 seconds ahead of us in Saturn 9 on this one, and also a second faster than Spellweaver. Getting a little bit closer again. No Feel Good ahead of me by 2 seconds. Kev ahead of me by 4. I'm 4 seconds ahead of Janne. Tractor went wide and touched a tree. But now I think we might have lost Jake on this stage. Telk is in the retirement list. Yep, Jake retired on this one. Bugbear is Swedish. Yeah, aren't they Finnish? Because I think most of the rallycross driving in Request is based on the Finnish jockeys, the cheap rallycross thingy. Well, 18th position overall, 6.5 seconds behind Spellweaver, half a second ahead of Reisura, and 5 seconds ahead of Marco Peltola. I am 8 seconds behind Tractor at this moment in time, 9 seconds behind Ersin Saturn 9. So yeah, I'm still within a fight for a provisional podium really in class with Ersin Saturn 9. Fight for the best Volvo and for a 3rd position in class. 14 seconds between 5 drivers in the fight for that 3rd position. Right, some more repair work, and then we have this is a harsh stage in even with pacenotes. Jacques Cartier Park. Let's see. Watch for signage for tight turns. 4.5 kilometers junction right, followed by sharp left turn. 5.6 unseen right turn after sharp crest. And 5.8 kilometers unseen right turn after crest. Yeah. Yeah. Paltala from Wish. So, second to last stage of the championship is Blinky. Another one where it's so easy to do to make mistakes and fall off the road.
1, go.
So easy to fall off the road on the right or crash, or damage your car to the left.
Alright, get her to the control.
I think that might have been the most concentrated I've been through this stage for a long time. Right side road, left side dead hubs. Yep. So either way, smashed wheels or smashed everything, indeed. You know, it is one of the stages that I often dread when it comes up on any rally. I've done so for many years. So again, 2 seconds behind us in Saturn 9, so I might not be passing him on the last stage. Kevin 2 seconds. Kev 2 seconds up ahead. Yep. Peltola was 3 seconds fast, almost 4 seconds faster, so he might go ahead on the overall then. Jan ahead of me, as he should be, even though his force feedback is coming and going on and off all the way. Yeah, with a car that wide, even a slight deviation of racing line could end your rally. Yep. Tractor through cleanly, 8 seconds faster than I am. Yeah, it did beat Jan in this one. Yep. So where are we in the overall? Then Peltola did not get by, but he's only 1.2 seconds behind now, in front of the last stage of the rally. I've got 12 seconds up to Earth in Saturn 9, which will be tricky to catch on that last stage. So I need to so I might need to keep an eye on Marco instead. And Kev is there. He's you're 50 seconds behind me, so that again been really clawing back time on this final leg. And then it's Hagenau as the last stage of the rally. Quebec City. So no Cemetin, thankfully. Thankfully to my what do you call it? My defensive position. Right, so spectator stage with laps, chicanes, etc. are well marked, but there are many of them. Competitors are advised to recce the stage. So this is another one of those 2 stages that was publicly known which stages were before the start of the rally. So at start, keep right, start first lap. 1.6 kilometers, keep left. 1.8 hairpin left, start second lap. 3.4 kilometers, keep left. 3.6 left hairpin, start third lap. And at 5.2 kilometers, keep right, exit to finish through chicane. That being said, we might have had Cemetin earlier in the season at some point, because there is a good number of stages that I didn't get to drive in the championship. Right, stage 14, the last 5.5 kilometers of the Shell 4000. Let's try to make it a good one and not crash in the first hay bale that we find.
3, 2, 1, go.
I don't think I've driven this stage with gravel tires before. Or if I have, that must be a long time ago. In Bethlehem. feels like an SRM thing to drive this stage with the gravel tires. I might have driven here with the Cosworth with gravel tires, come to think of it. Oh. Trying to not be too sideways on this stage too, because that do lose you quite a bit of time. But with these rear tires, it's not easy to be neat and tidy. Nah, well, you kinda misheard, because I said at the end of leg 1 that I feared that last stage of leg 1 would be semi 10. Because with worn out gravel tires, that stage will not be very pleasant to drive. Nope. So, last lap.
Okay, take it to the
And across the line. And that's the end of Shell 4000. 18th fastest on that last stage, and again Kev is faster than me. I think you've been faster than me on 7 out of 8 stages in leg 2. Very happy with that. Oh, I am 2 seconds faster than Ursin Saturn 9. So that's good. sun again with another very fast stage time. So it kind of looks like asphalt tires and setup for his car. Oh, just ahead of Janne as well, by 1.5 seconds. Tractor there 3 seconds behind. Oh, but I've kept away from Marco. Dr. No feel good. Kringle. No, he didn't retire. Oh, he didn't retire, but he lost a lot of time on this last stage. Holy moly. So 51 drivers has put in a valid stage time on the last stage. Sixth fastest Group A car on that last stage of the rally. This puts me 17th overall. 0.4 of a second behind Rd4 in the position ahead of me. 7th in class, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th position in of the drivers that count for points. I'm happy with that, but slightly annoyed by those 0.4. But that's the way it is. Yeah, thanks everyone. Rally finished. So that is what you want to see. Right, so click. There we go. That will be it for tonight then. Tomorrow I will be back streaming R Factor 2 race. Formula 1 1984, I think it is, at Istanbul Park. We have currently 10 drivers signed up for that, so I will be live streaming from trackside again, and we'll be joined by Joachim in the commentator's booth. Big car, small gap. Yep, very true. Well, anyway, that will be it for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. It's been quite a lot of you has been in there for the duration of this. Do enjoy whatever is left of your Sunday, and I will catch you all later. So take care then, and goodbye.